For more on Park's apology, we're joined from Seoul by our correspondent Eugene John. Eugene, this tragedy has taken such a heavy toll, not just on the families of victims, but on the South Korean society as a whole. How are South Korean media and the public reacting to the president's apology?
Right, Jung-soo, the family members of those who are still missing listened to the president's speech this morning, and they're saying that they're disappointed that the president did not mention anything on more measures on search and rescue operations. Instead, we heard news about the dismantling of the Coast Guard, and some of the family members are questioning whether it was appropriate to talk about a dismantling of an organization that is still heavily involved in the search and rescue operation. Now, the media have focused on how formal the president's speech was today. She showed tears, so they're saying that maybe the president's sincerity may have been felt by the people watching, but still the focus should be on the search operations. The media also said that some of the solutions were tough, such as disbanding the Coast Guard and also taking away some of the roles of the current security ministry. But again, the full analysis of the president's speech and her apology and her solution can only come once these measures are implemented and we see some true actions. The president's approval ratings have plummeted down to one of the lowest levels since she took office last year. Jung-soo?
Eugene, a fair share of the blame has been placed on the Coast Guard during their rescue mission after the accident. Now that the Coast Guard is to be dismissed, how are families of victims reacting to this news?
Right, the Korean Coast Guard has been around since the 1950s, and according to President Park, the investigative duties will be sent to the National Police Agency, and the maritime rescue and search operations would be given to the National Emergency Safety Agency that will be newly set up. The families, however, are still complaining big time about the sudden news of this dismantling of the Coast Guard. So we know that some of the family members who are still at Jindo, some of the family members of those 18 that are still missing, went to the Jindo County this morning, immediately after the president's speech, to complain to those at the Jindo County office. This is where the headquarters, the temporary headquarters of the government task force team is based. So they went there and said that no Coast Guard should be pulled out of the search operation because of the president's speech. And we heard that the Coast Guard said that they will continue to focus on the search operations as they have been doing since day one of the operations. Jung-soo?
Eugene John live for us in Seoul, South Korea. Eugene,